Woo! Hello, so I'm at my favourite trail centre. I've just ridden up the first climb. I'm at Coed y Brenin, and I wanted to talk about how it would be a great shame if we lost Coed y Brenin. I want to try and encourage you to come and ride here. I'm having a bit of a mare today. I didn't pack a jersey. I went into the shop, which is still open. I thought I'll buy a jersey, I'll sort of support the shop a bit. 50 quid, I was like, no, I'm not paying 50 quid for a t-shirt. Other things of note is everything is open apart from the cafe. The car parking is now free. The showers are open, they're not free, you have to pay for them. The toilets are open, the bike shop's open. So pretty much the only thing that's not open is the cafe and the pay and display machines for the car park. So I want to go through why I love Coed y Brenin and just try and encourage you to come out and have a go. And I want to talk about why I think maybe it's become less popular. Where's the fun in taking a shortcut? I love this stuff. I think one of the main reasons why people don't come here anymore is the location. The cost of fuel, getting to places is so expensive nowadays that going to Coed y Brenin is out of the way for everyone unless you live in North Wales. Yes, it's more difficult and costly to get here, and I think that has definitely had a negative impact on the amount of people who come. And then I suppose the other thing that's changed is people's riding habits, and the bikes have changed. When this place opened as one of the first trail centres, the bikes were very different to what they are today, and bikes have got longer, lower, slacker, more travel, and probably to a certain degree less capable uphill. You're one of those people that has bought a longer travel bike. Maybe riding here is too much of a slog. Probably means that you are going somewhere with an uplift. As a mere mortal like myself, climbing on those bikes is probably not that much fun. This is why I've got the bike that I've got. Interestingly, they've opened up all these gravel trails. I've not actually ridden them. So maybe they're sort of shifting the focus of the riding to gravel riding instead of mountain biking. And then the other thing that's changed is e-bikes. So maybe you fell for the long travel bike marketing. You went longer, lower, slacker. And then you thought, I'm not capable of riding up hills, and then you bought an e-bike. You bought an e-bike and then come here where half the fun of riding it is the challenge of riding uphill. It takes that challenge away, and I'm not knocking on e-bikes here. I considered buying one myself because I wanted a longer, lower, slacker bike, but I didn't want to have to pedal it. But if you come here on the e-bike, getting around this no longer presents half as much a challenge. So maybe the trails become uninteresting. But what I love about this place is just the rocky nature of it. This is why it's my favourite trail centre, or one of the reasons. I can't get around this corner. It feels like you're doing almost like a trials mountain biking. so much about going fast, it's about just getting round. What you might not be aware of though, at Coed y Brenin, it's not all just rocks, there is some flow, and we're just going to head down there now. There's my terrible pumping again. I really need to work on that. Yeah, the other thing I love is obviously the trail name, Serpent's Tail, what a cool name. You've got the Adams family, which, you know, Wednesday's back in, so why can't Coed y Brenin be back in? Yeah, I love the fact that despite the fact it's all signposted and easy to follow, it feels like you're on an adventure, and it just makes it more accessible to people who don't want to have to worry about all that planning. Yes, it is a good idea to bring clothes, a phone, a couple of different ways of navigating, maybe a map, but when you're at a trail centre it just feels less daunting to get out and ride, and also you don't have to use your brain as much. You can just sort of follow the signs and just kind of go into a bit of a trance with the old riding. You're never too far away from feeling like you're an adventure. Look at this beautiful waterfall. You don't get that at many other trail centres. I wouldn't say this ride's an easy ride. Coming up we've got one of the more difficult rocky sections. I've seen people come a cropper on this. Most of it's rollerable. Well, actually, all of it's actually rollerable. Well, it was the last time I was here. You never know what's going to have changed. You do need to take your time on this stuff. I had to put my foot down there. Especially if you've not ridden it before, because it will have you. If you're going too fast and you've not got enough time to think, it will break you. And some of these bits, they don't look like you can roll them before you get to them. I recommend taking your time and rolling them the first time anyway. Otherwise, you're going to get up too much speed, and then you're going to find yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in. It's definitely not a trail for the beginners, this one. And then when you get to the end, don't relax, because those rocks will have you over. And then we're crossing the river again. There's no doubt about it, this is a big day out in the saddle. Even if the distance doesn't look far, I'm not even going to try and ride up this. I can never get up this. Look, that's a good one if you're on an e-bike. Right, we're on false teeth. I might be needing false teeth after I've eaten these. noticed my axle loosened itself off. Definitely tightened it up. So that's something I'm going to have to keep an eye on. And now we're into Bugsy. I think the front wheel falling off my bike would probably have made a good video for YouTube, but I couldn't really afford the time off work, so here we are with a fully intact front wheel. This whole area of Coed y Brenin is well known for its gold mines, and if you go and pan for gold in the river, which is now banned, you might find a little nugget or two. There used to be a guy, I met him down by the river once. He used to come down all the time panning for gold. He had a YouTube channel about it, but I think they're cracking down on it now. Oh, it's pink heifer. This one used to be in the woods, but they chopped down all the trees, and it completely changes the character of the trail when they chop the trees down. I mean, I no longer feel like a stormtrooper flying through the forest on Endor about to be ambushed by an Ewok anymore, so that is one thing they took away from me by chopping down these trees. This is what it used to be like all the way down. Thankfully the trees are still here on this bit. And look at the difference. You wouldn't even know you're in the same place. That just goes to show what trees do for us. There is some flow trail. Although this is more my sort of flow trail. It does involve a little bit of effort. Up the hill. This is pure cross country now, I think. If you do the Dragon's Back, it's a lot less challenging than the MBR section. Although saying that, I just cocked that up. The Beast is basically the Dragon's Back and the MBR combined. So if you're thinking about riding one of them because you're not sure you can manage the full Beast, I would say go and do the MBR because it's got the best features on it and it gives you the best representation of how difficult the trail really is. This bit's always a bit tricky to get up. No. It requires a little bit of pre-planning because the roots are tricky to get over. It's been a while since I've done anything so like strength wise, balance wise, so mentally wise, so challenging. Other thing is, if you're doing the beast, you can actually cut this bit off here. You see this? Well, that's just like a fire road all the way around there. There's not really a trail, so you can cut across this on 118 and come up here. I might do that today actually, because to be honest, I'd sooner just go and ride the blue or something than go around that. It's what you call gravel. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh my gosh. If you are in the wrong gear, this place will absolutely punish you. I don't remember any of this. Hermann, the German. Schnell, schnell, schnell. Ah, sehr gut. Ah. Ich habe keinen Papagei. That means I don't have a parrot. And that's the extent of my German. Ist nicht gut. Aber mein Englisch ist okay. So we're on the road now, and I'm going to try and attempt to cut off the beast's tail, because I am feeling it today. I don't know if you can see how steep this is. Ah, we made it. Gomez. We're on the Adams family. Morticia. Oh, we're making up for that road climb now. Oh, I'm getting tired now. Feel the burn. Pugsley's Bottom. I think that's one of my favourite names. The trail is Pugsley's Bottom. Oh, it's very rocky, but it's fine. It's very wet today. Hopefully you can still see something. Here we go, lurch. This one's even rockier than Pugsley's Bottom. Certainly makes you lurch. My legs are on fire now. It's been a while. 100% some of the best sections, those. But they sure do make your legs burn. Uncle Fester. My dad looks like Uncle Fester, so I don't think I've got much hope. This trail used to be in the woods as well, but look at it now, it's just covered in heather. All the ferns have gone, now we're into the woods again. It's like going from one world to another. Should have took that, shouldn't I? I mean, you can see the trees, they're starting to come back. Oh man. I think this is the last climb of the day. You can tell I'm getting tired of starting to go the wrong way. This is the actual last climb of the day. I always forget. This is a short ride to doing like a gravel ride or a road ride around where I live. Coming to do this is a bit of an effort, and ultimately I think that's probably what turns people off, but it's worth it in my book. Drop it in, beginning at the end. Oh, my legs. I feel like my axle's coming out, it's not. Gotta navigate these routes. Oh man. Oh. Don't mind me, just standing in the middle of the road. Seven Sisters. And then black steps. I don't think my bars will fit through there. Oh, shit. And this last bit, which is tricky. and done. Oh man, that really works your legs out. If you're not used to riding rocky trails, you will feel it by the end of it. The bike wash is free as well, so conclusion for the video is Coed y Brenin is very much still open. It's now free to come and ride because you don't have to pay for the car park, so there's nothing stopping you, right? You don't have to come and ride the beast like I did. That's the hardest trail. It's quite physically demanding as well as technically demanding if you're not used to that sort of thing. If you want to try the beast but not ride the beast, go and try the MBR or the Dragon's Back. The beast is pretty much every single trail at Coed y Brenin apart from the Black Bull, which is over the other side with the big slabs. Or if you want to ride the blue's really good. I would definitely recommend coming and doing the blue. I think what we should be doing is trying to support the trail centres as much as we can. I've got a Forestry England pass. Doesn't work for Wales, but works for all the trail centres in England, and I've used it loads. It's a membership for a year. Maybe think about doing that. It's cheaper than a gym membership. So next time you go to a trail centre, pop in for a coffee and a piece of cake. I know it's not the cheapest thing in the world, but again, cheaper than going to the gym. And yeah, just support your local trail centre. I think it's a great way of getting into mountain biking, but also it's a great way to continue mountain biking, and you just know what you're getting with a trail centre. You know that everything's going to be rideable. It's quite easy, just follow the sign. Even when you're a bit more experienced, it's a good place to go and ride, really, especially if you're short on time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Let me know what you think about trail centres in the comments below. What's your favourite one? Have you been to Coed y Brenin? Do you think they should reopen the cafe and start charging for parking again? I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.